Nikon stepping into the spotlight with a rumored masterpiece, the Z7 III. Could this be the ultimate DSLR killer? Or is it another mirrorless camera trying to grab headlines? One thing's for sure, these leaks have the entire photography community buzzing, and today we're diving deep into every rumored detail. So stay tuned, because this might just be the most exciting camera rumor we've seen in years. Hey everyone, welcome back to Alt Buzz, your go-to channel for the latest in tech, cameras, and photography news. Today we're dissecting the hype around Nikon's rumored Z7 III. From the massive jump in resolution to insane video capabilities and game-changing stabilization, there's a lot to cover. And yes, we'll compare it to the Z7 II to see how far Nikon might push the boundaries this time. Before we dive in, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. All right, let's kick things off with what's probably the most talked about upgrade, the sensor. Rumor has it that the Nikon Z7 III will feature a groundbreaking 90.75 megapixels full-frame BSICMOS sensor. Let that sink in for a second. 90 megapixels. That's more than double the resolution of the Z7 II, which already impressed with its 45.7 megapixels. If true, this would place the Z7 III in direct competition with medium format cameras, making it a dream tool for landscape photographers, studio pros, and anyone who craves jaw-dropping detail. But let's pause and think about the practical side. Higher resolution means larger file sizes. Raw files from the Z7 II are already hefty, so imagine what a 90 megapixels file would look like. You'll need a fast computer, a lot of storage, and perhaps even new software updates to handle this level of detail efficiently. And here's where Nikon's rumored dual card slots could come in clutch. The combination of a CFX press slot for speed and a UHS-2 SD slot for convenience could provide a seamless workflow for both professionals and enthusiasts. Now, this is just speculation, but could Nikon also be working on a revolutionary file compression system? If they're aiming for such high resolutions, they'll need to innovate to keep file sizes manageable. And that brings us to an important question. Do you really need 90 megapixels for your work? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk video. This is where things get next-level exciting. According to leaks, the Z7 III might support 8K recording at 60 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second. Compare that to the Z7 II, which maxes out at 4K 60 frames per second. And you'll see why filmmakers are already salivating at the thought of this upgrade. 8K is not just a resolution, it's a statement. It's about future-proofing your work and giving creators the ability to reframe, crop, and zoom without losing quality. But here's the thing. 8K video comes with challenges. Overheating is a major concern, as we've seen with other cameras like the Canon R5. Nikon will need to address this head-on, perhaps with a new cooling system or even active heat management. And let's not forget about 4K at 120 frames per second. This opens the door to ultra-smooth, slow-motion shots that could be a game-changer for sports videography, action sequences, or even creative cinematic storytelling. If Nikon pulls this off, they'll cater to both high-end professionals and hybrid shooters who demand top-tier video alongside stunning stills. One of the most intriguing rumors is the improved in-body image stabilization, which could go up to 8 stops. That's a huge leap from the Z7 II's already impressive 5 stops. Think about what that means in real-world scenarios. Handheld shots at slower shutter speeds, low-light photography without a tripod, and video footage so stable it looks like you're using a gimbal. Here's a quick story to illustrate the potential impact. A wildlife photographer we know shared how the Z7 II's stabilization allowed them to capture a sharp, handheld shot of a bird in flight, something that would have been nearly impossible without IBIS. Now imagine what 8 stops could do. Whether you're photographing moving subjects, shooting handheld landscapes, or filming while walking, this could be a game changer for creatives everywhere. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Stabilization isn't just about numbers. It's about how effectively those stops translate into real-world performance. If Nikon gets the algorithm right, the Z7 III could set a new standard for stabilization in mirrorless cameras. Next up, autofocus. The Z7 II impressed with its 493-point phase detect autofocus system, but Nikon isn't stopping there. The Z7 III is rumored to feature an advanced autofocus system inspired by the Z8 and Z9, which are already known for their incredible subject tracking capabilities. Imagine this. You're at a sports event trying to capture a fast-moving athlete. With the Z7 II, you'd get reliable tracking, but with the Z7 III, the camera could anticipate the subject's movements, locking focus faster and more accurately. Rumors suggest that this system could also include enhanced eye detection and animal tracking modes, making it ideal for wildlife photographers, portrait artists, and even casual shooters looking for flawless results. It's worth mentioning that autofocus has always been a point of pride for Nikon, and if they're drawing from the Z8 and Z9's playbook, we could be looking at one of the best autofocus systems ever put into a mirrorless camera. Now let's talk about design, something that often gets overlooked in spec discussions but plays a huge role in the user experience. The Z7 III is rumored to feature a dual-axis articulating screen, a significant upgrade over the Z7 II's tilting LCD. This might not sound groundbreaking, but for vloggers, content creators, and anyone shooting at unconventional angles, it's a big deal. Picture this. You're filming a YouTube video and need to frame yourself perfectly. With the Z7 II, you'd have to compromise on angles, but the Z7 III's rumored screen could make framing effortless. Combine that with the rumored $5.67 million electronic viewfinder, and you've got a setup that promises unparalleled clarity and usability. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the rumored price. The Nikon Z7 III is expected to launch at around $3,500. That's a significant jump from the Z7 II's launch price of $2,999. But considering the rumored upgrades, the premium might just be justified. And here's the kicker. If the Z7 III does indeed come with a 90-megapixel sensor, 8K video, and 8 stops of stabilization, it could redefine what we expect from a mirrorless camera in this price range. So there you have it, the rumored Nikon Z7 III. From its potentially revolutionary sensor to its game-changing video capabilities and advanced stabilization, this camera could be a turning point for Nikon in the industry as a whole. But remember, these are just leaks for now. Whether or not the Z7 III lives up to the hype remains to be seen. What do you think? Are these upgrades enough to justify an upgrade from the Z7 II? Or do you think Nikon is overhyping this one? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that super thanks button or consider joining our membership program for exclusive perks and behind-the-scenes content. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and we'll see you in the next one.